Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. It is June 2020. I don't think I posted in like 5 months. COVID-19, winter, man oh man, huh? A lot going on. I don't know, man. Guys, gals, I just kind of, I don't know, I got the bug. I got the bug to maybe do another video here. Well, not maybe. So, yeah, I thought I'd do like a little recent pick me up video. I'm getting the collecting bug. You know what I mean? So I got vinyl records, I got video games, um, Blu-ray, lots of Blu-ray. So, I didn't like pick everything that I purchased in the past, whatever, since I did the last video. I just kind of, I went nuts this past weekend. I mean, like stores being open again. I'm sure a lot of you like this too. Like you really enjoy going out, right? The thrift stores, looking for used product. Going to your local library comics or Fry, whatever. Is that place still in business? I don't even know. But miss going to your local shop, right, and just browsing and filling your collection up a little bit more. So this past weekend I probably bought 10 movies, and it was glorious, man. I was in the mood. When it hits you, like sometimes you have the extra money and you go shopping and you're not in the mood, but sometimes like you have the extra money and you're in the mood, and it just you go in the store and it's like bloop 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 bloop, you know. So let's get on with it. So let's start with video games, actually. So, I go in spurts on video games. I'll play Minecraft, modded, heavy duty, expert modded Minecraft packs with my Minecraft group, my buddies. Most of them dads, honestly, my age. So, I'll play with that for a few months, and then I'll just, I'll get burnt out, and then I'll play a few months of video games. And, I love collecting trophies. And, I really like, it's not even like the gamer score. I just like collecting stuff. And I like completing, I find that when you complete a game 100%, you just experience every aspect of the game. So I love that. So I kind of bought some stuff to go achievement hunting on. It's interesting. I was an Xbox gamer for a very long time. And when they tried to like make it so you couldn't share games with people, I think it was Xbox One when that first hit. You couldn't just like share a game. Um, those guys just really turned me off. So I went to PS4. So a lot of the stuff I did on on Xbox 360, some of the stuff I want to redo on the PlayStation 3 or PS4. So that being said, I got Dark Souls on PlayStation 3, and I think I've got the achievements on this maybe three. I know three at least, maybe four times. And I'm working on this one again. This time around, I'm going a lot slower. You know, um, but yeah, I want to get a platinum on every or whatever 100% on every system I can for this. It's just an excuse to replay it. So I picked up that. That was actually $10, amazing condition. This game is interesting. 3D Dot Heroes. Um, there's no way this was $9. This was like 25. I switched this out with another case that was in better condition at the game store. It's nice that game stores let you do that. I don't know if all do that, but this case was all jacked up, and I said to the guy, it had like a GameStop thing on it, and I said to the guy who works there, I said, "Hey man, you mind if I go grab another case and just switch it out that doesn't have all the stickers on it?" But this game is pretty collectible. It was 25 bucks used, and I think I found it. I love searching YouTube for like hidden gems, like PlayStation hidden gems, PS Vita hidden gems, whatever your system is. You can find some really really nerdy video game guys that like know like real good shit. And this is one of those hidden gems, and it plays a lot like Zelda. It plays almost just like Zelda. But A Link to the Past, I think it's called. You know, it's super cool. But like the dude's sword like takes up like the whole screen. You won't see it in the back here. But his sword takes up almost the whole screen. But it's the same thing. You go through dungeons. Get you have bombs and you get stuff. Bow and arrow, just like Zelda. It's really really good. This one, ooh, guilty pleasure, Deadliest Catch. Um, so I've been wanting to try this game, um, literally since I heard it was coming out, and that was probably 7, 8 years ago. You know, so I really, I tend to lean towards very difficult games for some reason. I don't know why I do that. I don't know. I don't know. I just tend to do that. And I crave, especially lately, past year, I just kind of want some games where I can chill out, and you'll see some of that, you know, um, as I go through my list here. So Deadliest Catch, it is kind of fun actually. Like you drive the boat, you go through the different what do you call that processes of running a crab ship. Yeah. So you drive the boat, you drop the what do you call those things? The big cages, pots. You call the pots, and then you go, then you pick them up, and you have to like throw the hook to like reel them in, and then sort the crab, the small crab, the big crab, and then you have to the boat will break down. You have to like match up wires and stuff to get the boat to work again. You have money. You have to fill up your go back to town to unload your crab, and that's a mini game. It's just mini games, but it's really fun. They have campaigns, different challenges. I think it's a pretty fun game. Like technically. It's a low budget game, so you can get like amazing usability stuff. But for me, it was good enough where it wasn't too frustrating because the controls sucked. The only downside is some of the campaigns. A campaign might be like try to like beat Sid as far as like getting the most crab. The middle to the road, and I assume it gets worse later in the game, is that the crab. The campaign might take at least an hour, or sometimes for me, like longer than that to complete, and you might fail it, right? So you play that long, and then it's like, oh well, you didn't beat the mission, so you have to do your start from the beginning again, right? So each try could take like an hour, But I thought it was really good. I actually this was $5 all day long. That was pretty fun. I think you have to like the show though. You have to like what it is, the theme, right? All right, next up, you guys are gonna. If you guys know me, yeah, you guys follow, my little gaming hobby, throughout the years. You're gonna not believe this. I had not played Demon Souls ever. I started my, From Software kick at Dark Souls. And I always knew It's funny. I heard about Demon Souls when it came out, right? How hard it was, all this stuff. Oh my god, it's the hardest game ever. But I just didn't really pay any attention whatsoever. And then Dark Souls came out. I did Dark Souls 2 and all this stuff. But I did pick this up. I did start playing it, and honestly, it's that beginning like frustrating, like ugh, I can't beat the boss. I gotta run all the way back to the boss. It takes like 5 minutes, and I'm nearing the end of my gaming career, as far as that's concerned. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna bring up Hollow Knight in a few minutes, and I had some tough bosses there. But I think overall, I'm kind of done with like, yeah, I haven't even finished Dark Souls 3. I'm kind of done with like the fight in the boss. I'm not a really good gamer, so I'm kind of like um, done with like the fighting the bosses for like a half a day. You know, I don't like to summon people for I don't know. Like in this game, you can't even do that. I don't think. Well, I guess NPCs you can. Anyway, I'm rambling. Dark Demon Souls. I did play it. I might play through it, but I definitely hit a wall with the frustration level. Here's a game. Some of these I just wanted in my collection. I know certain games have like are up my alley. They have won awards, get lots of praise from good gamers, and this is one of them. I've just heard over years and years how amazing it is. So I wanted it in my collection. I really hate how it says greatest hits. I don't know. What do you got? How do you feel about that? Like, do you guys does that annoy you? Like for me, I guess there's another right greatest hits. Like for me, I mean, I guess I could just switch the case out to a regular PS3 one. Oh my god. I got all greatest hit versions. Yeah, I would just rather not have the greatest hits version. I just kind of want the original, release, but oh well, it is what it is. I haven't thought about it since I picked it up, so clearly it doesn't bother me that much. Heavy Rain, I never played it. I would love to. You can see I got on a PlayStation 3 kick, right? Um, Fallout 3, I got the on Xbox. I got the trophy, all the Game of the Year edition, all the DLC. I completed all 100%. It was absolutely amazing. I loved getting 100% on this. So I picked it up on PS3, and I'm like, I'll just do it all over again. I love this game. Yeah. So whenever time allows, yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing that again. And that is the Game of the Year edition. Yeah, because see, when you get 100%, man, on that game, you go to every goddamn vault in the game, and you lift up every goddamn rock that's out there, every locker you open. I remember like having to like one of the DLC was like go into like this secret government vault, and you get like tons and tons of special weapons. I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember there's a vault at the end of the DLC. But I remember like maybe a rocket launcher. I don't know. There's some kind of special weapons you get. So yeah, classic. Love that game. This one is an all-time favorite of mine. My top 10 games of all time. Um, Alice Madness Returns. This one actually goes for a good $20. And of course, like the condition is phenomenal. Um, the games that I really care about. I go on eBay for the most part, and I'm real picky. I look like real close at the image in the corners and stuff, the booklet. And yeah, Alice Managed Returns. So as far as the achievements or trophies on this one, um, in the past I got everything with the exception of this one trophy for completing the original game, which is on here too, which is so awesome. But after I had gotten every trophy but that, I started playing the original game, and I was like, oh my god, like enough Alice for a while. And I remember the controls being a little wonky for the original game because it's computer put on a very very old computer game put on the regular PS3 controller. I remember, well, actually Xbox at the time. I remember being a little wonky, but I loved playing through that. To get all those trophies. Oh my god, so many games, guys. So this one, I just saw this. It's called Bloodstain: Ritual of the Night. I saw this at GameStop. I just picked it up because I had to buy something. It had been so long. This is one of the first things I bought out of all this stuff. And actually, it's a complete lie because all those games I just showed you I bought like 3 months ago. But actually, before the virus, yeah. But after the virus, when stores opened again, I picked this up for $20, new. This is very much a Symphony of the Night. If you look up anywhere, anything on this, it's going to say Symphony of the Night, Symphony of the Night. And I played the first level, and it is just like Symphony of the Night. So I'll be playing the crap out of this, and I'll go ahead and mention Hollow Knight now. So I was playing this, and I happened to look up what other like Metroidvania games are. By the way, that phrase I was explaining to my kids the other day why that phrase drives me nuts. It should be called Metroid like. Because Castlevania ripped off Metroid. It's not Metroidvania. I don't know where that came in, right? I mean, like Metroid did that long before Castlevania, before Symphony of the Night. The original Metroid had the little, power ups everywhere. But yeah, so and then Hollow Knight came up on a bunch of lists, and then my son wanted to buy it, so I bought it for him on the Switch for 15, and then I wanted to play it, so I bought it for me on the PS4, and I put 100 hours into that bad boy in the past like 3 weeks. Like I played it any chance I could besides work. I worked and I played that game, um, and it's phenomenal. Hollow Knight, I absolutely love. I'm towards the end of the game. I beat the game, and I'm just collecting up achievements. But there's tons. It's like a Dark Souls. Like there's tons of hidden stuff, hidden characters, bosses that come back to life, different challenge arenas. So yeah, Hollow Knight. The fact that it's $15, I can't even believe how cheap that is. I picked up Creed: Rise of Glory, and for PS4 VR. This is specifically to get me to exercise more. So I did this for like in half an hour. The next day, my arms were like sore as shit. Okay, this is no joke. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you work out all the time, it's not. I mean, I don't know. Like for me, like I was like, holy shit. So yeah, but it's super, super, super fun. And my kids will not stop playing this, and they can't lift their arms either. So none of us can even eat or do dishes or nothing. We just walk around like this all day. Oh, so yeah, that's awesome. That's it for video games. I'm gonna try to blow through some movies because this is getting pretty long. Take This Waltz. This for me, I'm a big fan of Seth Rogen as acting and Michelle Williams. Sarah Silverman's nude in this. If you want to see Sarah Silverman naked, this is the movie. It's just a really good drama. Um, Michelle Williams, they have like a regular boring marriage, and she kind of ventures off and dates another guy, and it's really sad, but like it's very real. It's very real. It's a very good movie. That was like $5 or something. Doctor Sleep, Steelbook. I paid up for this, as they say, $35. I saw this in the movie theater. I don't know if I did a review on it on the channel, but like I was just blown away. I was like, oh my god, this is. I was on the edge of my seat in the theater, going, oh my god. So I bought this, and we had it at my house. We had a shining party. We had my brothers over, and we watched the first Shining, and then Doctor Sleep, and then we watched Room 237, the documentary. So it was freaking awesome. Um, Doctor Sleep, you guys know what this is. I loved it. This has the director's cut, which is only on Blu-ray, and I didn't notice too much difference, but I did like it better. I think this one I could be very wrong, but I think I remember this one having like it says like chapter one, chapter two. I'm not sure if the original movie did that, but I did like the director's cut on this. You can talk to me, right? But like I can't have screaming throughout the whole movie, right? You can say hi. I mean, you can talk to me and stuff. I mean, people know I have kids, but like you guys are just screaming the whole time. The Martian picked this up, and my girlfriend Melissa had never seen this before. And this is one that I saw. I'm not a huge Matt Damon fan, honestly. He's very hit and miss for me. But I thought this was a really good movie. It's like 2.5 hours long, and it's funny. I like how he makes jokes. While he's dying on Mars and stuff. Yeah, Matt Damon. He's left on Mars and he has to live by himself for like I think a couple years, 3 years, maybe 4 years. So yeah, that was really good. And then I picked up. I really want to get more comedies in my collection, so I picked up This Is the End. I've only seen this once. I don't remember it all too much, but this was $5 used. Um, the world's ending. You know what that is. And then, here's a good one. The Babadook. I am so psyched to have this in my collection. It's $10. This is one of those. If you go, movie shopping / collecting, there's ones that you want, and you know that they'll be there next time you go to the store. So you're like, I'm not gonna get it. Like I want to get something exciting. Like for me, I really like this movie. I want it in my collection, but it's not one of those ones like I'm gonna watch right away. And for me lately, when I go buy movies, it's because I want to watch them right away. Like they're so cheap. It's almost as much to buy most of these movies as it's to rent a new movie on TV, right? It's like six bucks usually. So usually, if I go buy movies nowadays, it's more about like I want to watch it right away. So this one though, I did bite the bullet, and I said, "Look, I'm gonna buy this now. I'm in the mood to buy more than a few movies. I'll put it in my collection, and it'll just sit there for a while, right?" It's only $10, and I think this is such a good price for such a good movie. Babadook. Oh, if you haven't seen this, this is a really cool movie. So there's this mother and her son, and the mother finds this book. I think it's shit. I don't know who finds a book. One of them finds a book, right? And it's like a nice book. Then it becomes like really creepy, and then the Babadook is like the ghost that lives in the house, and it starts haunting the house, and it's pretty effective. I like it a lot. It's really creepy. This I think is one of the best horror movies, probably. There's a handful like that one. It follows for me in the past maybe 5 years, and there's obviously a few more, but like those to me, like I Heredity is like on the next level of like a quality, not like the cheesy commercial Hollywood stuff that I don't like so much. Um, Happy Gilmore. This is mainly for my daughter. She's a huge Adam Sandler fan. Billy Madison's her favorite movie of all time, so she's seen this once, and I know she'll watch it over and over. So I picked this up for her. This was I don't know. I might have paid $10 for that. And then this movie, this is gonna surprise y'all. Fist Fight. So this movie I saw on HBO, and I thought it was. I tell you, folks, I am not a fan of these types of movies. Meaning, like studio movies, like shenanigans ensue. Right? Like I can't stand shenanigans in movies. What I mean by that is, if you've seen like Meet the Parents 2, when he's on the roof, Ben Stiller smoking a cigarette, and he goes in the gutter. It just might be part two. I don't know. Or, one of them. Picture like they're having dinner and a dog, is like chasing the cat. It jumps on top of the table and the turkey hits a turkey. The turkey goes flying and like lands on like one of the kids' heads. And the kid's like this, I can't see. He like trips over like the vacuum. The vacuum sucks up the curtain, and then it's like all of this stuff, right? Like usually you find that in like commercial comedy. This one, I don't know, man. I thought I was gonna hate it, but there's this scene. If you've seen the movie, well, for instance, it's about this guy Charlie pissing off Ice Cube. I don't know if it was Ice T or Ice Cube. He pisses off Ice Cube, and Ice Cube's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass at the end of the school day." Um, so, and it's just like a lot of, I don't know, man. It's you gotta. I thought this was freaking hysterical. So fist fight, $5, $5. I mean, come on. Saving Mr. Banks. Melissa was like, "Really? Like, really? You bought that movie?" And I really like Disney. I not so much where I like collect a bunch of stuff or like collect Disney movies. I don't watch Disney movies over and over, but I'm a complete man child, really at heart, and I like Disney. I like the idea of like a place you can always. There's a place that's always there during non-coronavirus time. It's always there. You can always go. Things don't really change, and it makes you happy, right? And I like Tom Hanks being Tom Hanks. I like the music. I like the time period. It's Disney related. Yeah, love it, love it. I think that was a little bit more, like $7. Here's one. Bullet to the Head with Stallone. I remember seeing this. I can't tell you for the life of me what it's about. That's not going to happen. I have no fucking clue. But Stallone, I know this was 199. This is like in a clearance bin at 199. But I remember liking it. I remember thinking, "Oh, this is gritty. Like I like this. This is very violent and gritty." Um, yeah, and this is when Stallone wasn't like fucking 70 too, right? Maybe the high 50s, maybe. But I'm not sure honestly. But I'm just saying, like now he looks like he's really old. But yeah, so I thought this was really good. For $2, I would watch that again. But I don't remember what it's about, right? Super Troopers, no explanation really. It was $5. I want more comedies. It's funny. Um, here's one. So War Dogs, this was $5. I like these two actors, Jonah Hill. Um, who the hell is that dude? How do I not know Miles Teller? Whiplash. So I like these two actors. This story is about these two guys. Like they bid on they win a bid on an arms deal. There's some kind of like like it sounds like an auction, right? Like they bid on who gets the job, and these like no name dudes got the job, right? To do this big arms deal, and they fuck it all up, and it's really neat. It's like a comedy thriller action type movie. Yeah, it's $5, $5. I mean, that's what it is, man. I went out. I went out to three different stores. I bought a vinyl too. I think I have another game here. It has some CDs. I went out seriously, folks, for like 6 hours. I spent like $100. You know, and it was just so much fun. If I go to a bar, I'll spend. If I go to dinner and buy some drinks, whatever, I'm spending easily $60 on that. So to be able to have that long entertainment, and have stuff to bring home and watch, tons of hours. It's just the best time for me. I just love it. So here's another one, Hoosiers. This is only $5, and Melissa and I just watched this. She didn't like the movie very much, which I don't know how you can't. So I'm thinking maybe she was like in the wrong mindset. Maybe she was tired or something, dozed off a little bit. But this was $5. It was pre-owned. I don't know when I'll watch this again, but I had to actually rent it. I had to pay for it to watch it again, and I knew I'd watch it again some other time. So to find this for $5 and to find it at all, it's very hard to find older classic movies. For me, when I go shopping, it's a lot of like the mainstream stuff. So there's that. So I have one more game. I'll make it quick. I bought this fishing game, talking about like just wanting to chill. I want to chill down and relax and play games without stressing and fighting bosses. This pro fishing 2-player. Me and Melissa are gonna hang out and fish, in a virtual world and collect trophies and have fun. So, some CDs I picked up. Oh crap! Avenged Sevenfold. I know I'm like late to the party. This is an old band, but I really want to get into this. I watched a documentary on YouTube, the making of one of their albums, and these guys in the studio. They look like they're in their mid-20s, and there's a bunch of them. Their friends are hanging out in the studio, and everybody can just play every instrument. And the guitar players are shredding like crazy, and they were just having fun and like doing voiceover stuff that like ooh like to some of the songs. It's a really good video. You can search Avenged Sevenfold in studio. It's like an hour long. I forgot what album they were making. The one with "It's So Easy" or "It's So Easy." It's so easy. Not Guns N' Roses. But yeah, so I picked up one of her albums, for like $5. Picked up this Miley Cyrus album I wanted for a while. I haven't listened to much of her stuff, honestly. I don't like her music the past like 5 years or so. But this was a different take. It's kind of she wanted like an Elvis Presley type record, so I picked this up for $5. All right, let's get to some vinyl. And keep in mind, this is all stuff I picked up since January, right? So I didn't just go nuts this past week. Since January, my tax return came in, and like 90% went to bills. Like I passed that, which is almost completely gone. Good for me. But I did spend like $100 on records. So I picked up Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen. And honestly, this record, unfortunately, I don't like as much as I was hoping I would. It's still Bruce, so it's like, how bad can it be, right? But I was hoping it would have. I hoping it would just have more of songs I recognized. Obviously, I can look at the back, right, and see the songs. But I just went on like what are records every person must own, right? One of those like for newbies. And this was on there, and I like the song "Born to Run," and I think Thunder Road might be on here, maybe. So I mean, I don't regret picking it up. It was only $20. Um, Here's one of my all-time favorite records, Judas Priest, Turbo. This is Turbo 30, or maybe a 30-year anniversary. So this, when I was little, and I had a Walkman, and I had this cassette tape. I played this thing like nonstop for like weeks, right? I learned all the words, and I remember like, I just showed my kids Back to the Future, and I remember like riding around like with like an orange vest and a Walkman, and a skateboard, and like playing this stuff, pretending I was Marty McFly. I didn't have the Huey Lewis CD. I mean, cassette tape. But yeah, this was really great, man. That was only like $20 too. Motley Crue's first album, Too Fast for Love, is it? Yeah, Too Fast for Love. This is one of my favorite albums of theirs. Um, and I bought this after seeing the Motley Crue movie, Dirt on Netflix, which I just rewatched with Melissa a couple weeks ago, and it's so I've seen it like 3 times. It's just so fun. Yeah, I love this album. That was only $20 too. The thing with vinyl is I really, really have a hard time paying more than 25 for a vinyl record. more than 20 for me is a real stretch. 25 is like, ugh. I will not pay like $30 for like. I go to my local my record place. They have like Journey, Journey's greatest hits for $30. Almost anything Iron Maiden is 25 to 30. Megadeth 25 to 30. Like the really good, classic like heavy metal stuff. I have a really hard time paying that price, and I'm just. It's not that I'm like super cheap. I just don't believe in supporting that type of business. I mean, sometimes, like for instance, this one, right? Like the wall. I think this was like 35 or $40, and I think it was honestly 35. I bought it off eBay. But something like this, you have double the records. You have like really good artwork, and it's literally like arguably one of the best records ever made, right? In the sense where like, it's a concept album, and like it had a movie with it, and it just sold. I mean, Pink Floyd, they just went to the stratosphere with this record. So, like a really super nice version of a record, I'll pay like 35 up, 35. But like just for like a Megadeth, like Rust in Peace record, like 30. It's like, dude, not on any fucking day, bro. No, I sounded really cool. There, didn't I? I sounded really cool. Um, this one, it's actually unopened. Um, Queen, Night at the News. I thought it was Night at the Opera. Oh my god. I don't know my Queen very well, honestly. With this classic record stuff, um, classic bands, I mean, I'm really not super interested in getting like a greatest hits record. Okay, and that would be it's very ironic the next record I show you when I say that. But stuff like Queen, Billy Joel, Elton John. There's something about in 2020 like buying a non greatest hits record, right? Like for instance, like Billy Joel, there's one with him like throwing a rock at a glass window, right? I'm honestly not sure what that record's called. Or like Billy Joel has one like The Stranger, I think, is one of his records. I mean, honestly, that's why I bought Born to Run. This is why I bought Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. His greatest hits vinyl would be absolutely. I have his actual greatest hits CD, right? But like, I want to own like Born to Run. Like, I want to own Queen. I want to own this record, not the greatest hits. And it's I don't know. It's just for me, it's just more authentic. So the same thing as like not having like when I buy video games, not having like the greatest hits version, right? I want the original one. It's a little different because whatever. But funny story. I remember this. Yeah, a very early memory of mine is this on my brother's bedroom floor. I must have been like 8 or something like that. But I remember like records just what's the word strewn about like on the floor, just kind of like piles of like a pile of records. I really don't remember any of the record but this one that they had that my brothers had. So it's kind of a nice, cool memory to own it, you know. And then lastly, I think it's last, yeah. Um, Boo, 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 the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer. It's the very best of the Beach Boys. So let me defend myself before you get all mad and freak out about what I just said about the Queen stuff, right? The greatest hits. So I don't know how I got into the Beach Boys kick lately. I'm trying to think. Like I have been nonstop Beach Boys for 2 weeks, and I'm trying. Something had to have triggered it. I don't know. Oh, I know what it was. On Amazon Prime, they have this series called Classic Albums or Classic Records, and it's an hour-long show. I think it's an old show. It's an hour-long show, and they like talk about how a classic record was made, meaning they go back to the original tracks in the studio, and they like show you like different parts of the record that you couldn't hear very much, or they'll take out like the whole band but the vocals and show you that stuff, and they'll have the artist. Sometimes the artist is actually at the board, like Phil Collins. No, no, no. Did Phil Collins do that? I don't know. Like they'll have the artist at the actual board sometimes, and Meatloaf. They had one on Meatloaf. But they talk about like how certain songs like were written, like how they came up with the song, how well the album did, what studios they went to try to sell the record. Nobody would like take the record. Um, It's a really really good series. I binge watched them all. But the Beach Boys was one of them with Pet Shop Boys. And I was like, okay, and this is me like I gotta buy this Pet Shop Boys record because it's like supposedly like one of the best records ever made. Says a bunch of fucking top 10 lists or whatever, top 100 lists. So so I listened to the Pet Shop record, on YouTube or whatever this the album on YouTube, and I was like, I don't really like a lot of it, honestly. Like, I just don't really like a lot of it. It's very gloomy, very gloomy. So I don't think if I like started like buying like independent Beach Boys records, I think I'd be really unhappy with what I ended up with. So this is one of the few exceptions where this is a catch-all for me. Okay, this was $20 at Walmart. There's two records, and it literally has like every song I would ever want from the Beach Boys. If it's not on here, I don't think I'd like it. I mean, that's kind of like how I feel about it. So this one, I've listened to this already a few times, and when I'm like cooking, I play the Beach Boys. I watched Love and Mercy the other day. So yeah, I have Beach Boy fever. So that's it, folks. Life is good. I don't know if I've noticed. I've lost some weight. Um, I quit smoking about 4 months ago because of the pandemic. It was super easy. I was just smoking because I just like going outside, taking a break from work and stuff. But yeah, that was rather easy. I don't even vape anymore. I still drink a lot meaning like well, actually not as much as I used to. But I drink, whatever, more than I probably should, I'm sure. But I don't get wasted much. I just like to have drinks at night when I chill out and watch TV. Don't do like a lot of shot, binge drinking like I used to. So trying to get healthier. This virus stuff is no joke, and kids are getting older. I'm 42. Gotta start being more responsible. I'm eating much better. Eating much better. Um, yeah, so spending my time playing a little guitar. Actually, I learned a couple new songs on the old acoustic. Haven't been doing much online stuff. No streaming. No YouTube really. Um, yeah, man, I've been going through my apartment. I had the Wega store. I actually just sold $700 worth of stuff on eBay the past month and a half. So yeah, I'm down to only a couple tubs from Wegas. I mean, I had a whole large closet full of stuff from Wegas. Going through selling like the Toe Tag Pictures movies. I had like 9 of those movies, 10 of those movies now. Um, Selling stuff like that, selling video games, selling action figures on YouTube. Cleaning out everything I own, trying to get organized. You know, um, kind of trying to do some outdoor activities this summer. My job's going great. I'm working with a new company as of like, well, I left Wega so I could work for this other company. And it's called Turtle Training. You guys should check them out. I don't know if you need any training. They're an online training company. But yeah, I love my job. I work from home. I'm really good at my job, and I'm trusted to make a lot of decisions that affect the company drastically. They put a lot of faith in me. Really, really good people. So yeah, nothing to complain about, man. I'm really happy. So, and I hope people are out there happy too. I hope people's families are healthy. I always appreciate you guys. The audience might be smaller, but I really like who watches these things, and I appreciate everybody who cares all about what I'm doing. I know Patrick will watch this. Pat from Southie talks to me all the time. Makes fun of me, says I suck, 'cause I don't stream. I'm not funny anymore. Waka waka waka. My brother Sean, his kids too. His name's Everett, and Sean Brain Chomper. From you guys open the podcast. Sean, he's out of work because of the virus. He's in a rock band. He's a drummer. And they play clubs and restaurants and parties. So I don't know when the hell he's gonna go back to work, but he's doing well. His check, his unemployment check's larger than his regular job was, so he's all set. Yeah, so he's getting pretty happy. So things are good. Kids are good. Everybody, be well. Stay safe in these times. Don't go out. You know, when white cops kill black cops, don't go outside. um, yeah, the whole thing's very unfortunate, right? So, peace all. I've been rambling enough. Hope you're well. Godspeed. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.